Right. I think we are rolling. Oh. There we go. It's been a few days since the last live stream. I had probably my last big tournament of the year this past weekend in Salt Lake. Didn't do a ton of coding over the weekend as a result, but had a pretty decent performance to end the year on. Probably play a couple small C tiers, as long as the weather stays nice, but we'll see. Anyways, did still code some. Been working on getting Tour Life wrapped up. There's still some stuff that I would like to fix throughout kind of the rest of the app, but it is coming together. Latest update went live today. Sent out an email. Actually, sent out a couple emails. I had a couple people tell me that the Android link was not working for beta testing. So I updated that link, copied it over. Hopefully no one has issues with that. I made sure it was working on my end. It is the same link that had been working for everyone previously. So there should be no reason. It's on the same testing track. Nothing should have changed. Anyways, what we're going to do today is earlier today, made some posters. So I mentioned it in a couple previous streams, but I'm in the Tour Life feature right now. And part of Tour Life is the schedule. And so this is the schedule that everyone's going to play for the time being in Tour Life. You tap on each event. This is strange. You tap on the event and it comes up. I don't know if it's a computer being slow issue. We shouldn't have any issues doing that. Let's try this again. Trying to think about what happened there. Something went wrong. Let's go enable Tour Life again to make sure that we are actually able to view it. That would be a bit silly. Become a Pro can be there, that's fine. We just need Tour Life to pop up. Thank you. Schedule. That's quite strange. Did I just change something? Gesture detector. Untap. I'm quite confused right now. I started the stream, this was working. Another thing that it's, the second I start the stream, things start breaking. Are those errors new? The errors might be new. So there's one on the main menu that hasn't fully been addressed yet. That'll pop up once we get rid of this, which is that one. Okay, so I'm getting an error when I tap on this. Interesting. That's a different issue. How do I get... Oh, I don't want to do that. I need to. Let's make this a little bit smaller. I don't want this to take up... There we go. Okay. Not in inclusive range, 0 out of 12. 119. Where is that error existing at, though? Get rid of that. Did I do something here? What was... Something just went away. Okay, hold on. Redo. do. Things in typical live stream fashion are breaking. I'm slowly trying to fix them. And then add those back. Okay, that's back and working now. I don't know why this was kicking an error. I think it was literally just being slow. I think everything is currently being slow. Try to close out of a few things here. Okay, don't need that open anymore. Let's close that. All right, I was trying to hopefully figure out where this range error was occurring, because evidently that's my issue right now. If I do a reset, no, that just gets rid of it. It's real annoying when I don't get the errors. It doesn't tell me what they are. This is the render error from the main menu, which is an error, but that's not what's affecting our schedule. It's just this. It just pops up this. And I don't get to know what it is. Let's do a quick scan here. Event names shouldn't be changing. Event tiers shouldn't be changing. Those shouldn't be changing. So it's on tap. And pressed is equal to event. For each round, that should be fine. Not an inclusive range, 119. Return top 3 finishers. That shouldn't be the issue. Inclusive range 0 out of 12 should be based on event pressed. Season courses list and plus, that should be fine. Placement titles place. Man, what is the issue here? It's printing off these. Players list for standing, so it prints those off fine. Is the issue down here? Let's just try running a print complete here and see if that's popping up at the bottom, and that'll tell us if the issue is at least in this function or not. Because for whatever reason, Flutter is not giving me any more information, which is a bit annoying. Okay, so complete is not running, so the issue is in here. Event is event pressed when tapped, right? Event. So event is going to be between 0 and 12. That's not going to cause an issue for player. Scores list is equal to the scores list for standings. No, this is fine. Okay. Players list for standings is equal to this. Good. Player is equal to number of players minus 1, greater than or equal to 0, minus minus. Scores list for each player. Yeah, this definitely doesn't work. What was my thought here? Placing all pluses. So the scores list is going to be here. I need to go through for each event as well. No, I already did that. Return the top 3 for the event. Okay, I see. Not everything runs in this So my scores list is broken out by player and then by event. I'm doing it by event and then by player. I see the issue, and it's only happening, I guess, because I'm now testing the finishing of events. This is not what I intended to do this stream. This should go quick once I think of the solution, and then we'll actually jump into it. For the event, so let's just get rid of event here. This needs to be scores list player event. Place all player event, so player needs to come first. Event. And I think once I finish adding all these event indexes in here, then we should be good to go. Oh, wrong way. Right there. All right. Take two. This was working, so I recently started actually fully testing Tour Life, which means I've been completing events for the first time. Completing events means that I'm actually adding player scores to be displayed in the standings. So if I come in here, you can see I've been testing. And I'm saving the finish score and points earned of the user and every single AI throughout the season. Hadn't tested that before. That was causing the schedule to crash because of this, but that is now working. Double pluses is fun. Probably should be first. Maybe we just get rid of this and put that in parentheses. And that might look a little bit better. Yeah, that does look better. And then obviously we got to get rid of the pluses. So I'm getting rid of all pluses here. Lowest scores. 500, 500, 500. Scores list, I'm replacing all pluses, so there should be no pluses. And parse is less than lowest score 0. Lowest scores 2, 1. So lowest scores should be getting assigned values that do not have pluses in them. For each spot on the players list, if the spot is greater than 0, then we add a plus. I don't see why there's multiple pluses being added. Print lowest scores 1. Lowest scores. I'm going to run a couple of these. Lowest scores 2. Lowest scores 3. I just want to see if pluses are getting added in these scenarios. 4, 5. I don't think the print statements are going to run just off of a refresh. No, they will. Nice. So the lowest scores are actually good here. For whatever reason, the pluses are already included. They're immediately included. That's so interesting. Why are they included? For each player, is this not running? Two is equal to 1, 1 is equal to 0, 0 is equal to scores list, player event. Because I'm not copying it, that's why. Okay. Let me try something here. I think I'm making it equal to I'm making it equal to a variable instead of making it a copy of the variable. So it's not actually being changed. Deep copy 2D string tour life tournament variables dot tournament scores list for standings. We're going to try that and see if that makes a difference. Why is dismiss not centered? That's kind of strange. Don't think I've noticed that previously. Save. There we go. Tour life schedule. 921, still the double pluses. So we can see at 1, 2, they're fine. 3, they're fine. It's only when it gets down here, it says they already have the pluses in them, and I don't understand how. That's the whole point of this line, is to replace all of the pluses. Is event wrong? For each player. So for the last player, I replace all the pluses, and then I'm checking the score in that exact same spot. Print scores list 1. Player event. This is what we need. This would be the only thing not actually working. I'll go delete all of these just so they're not clogging up our output. Let's do a save, dismiss. So we can very clearly see that it is not replacing the pluses. Why is it not replacing them? Replace the plus with the empty space. I use this elsewhere. That's not the only time I've ever tried to do this. Do I not use that up here? Where's it at? Deep copy. If it contains, replace all. Did I do replace all? Yeah. Let's try this. Event contains plus. Like maybe it's being skipped over for some reason. Let's try this. Throwing it in an if statement to see if it's even going to acknowledge that the plus is included. So it's clearly still running. It's hitting this point. It says, yes, it contains a plus. It's printing scores list 1. I'm replacing all, and it's just not actually replacing any of them. This is a good ChatGPT question. That makes no sense to me. Silly. The below code is intended to replace all in a string. The if statement runs and scores list 1 and scores list 2 are output, but none of the are replaced. If the if statement runs, it means program knows there is a plus. Why isn't it being removed? Doesn't modify, returns a new string. Oh. Is that what I did here? No, it's definitely not. But that's working. We're not going to mess with that. I know that one's working. We'll come back to it. All right, let's try it. Scores list player event is equal to. Let's try it. See if ChatGPT is right. If it is right, I don't know why scoring works just fine. Like scoring, I never have issues with pluses. Clearly it's working. Okay. Anyways, now we're to the point of what I was actually going to stream today. So we have our tour life schedule. You tap on it. This information is presented. And I mentioned previously, I just have these green blocks right now. And I was going to make posters. We're going to have a poster for each event. So today I made those posters. We're going to try and code them in. I do need to rename them real quick. Checkmate challenge. We're just going to call them the name of the event. Let's go here so I have them up while I'm doing it. Checkmate talent challenge 2 is Southern Heat. 3 is Victor's Invitational. 4 Pacific Shootout. European Masters. I did change that one. It was just European Open. We're going with European Masters. Make sure, at least for right now, we're not sharing names with any actual events. Arena Battle High West Showdown. World Championships. Battle of the Plains. Almost there. US Open. Forest Kickoff. Let's get rid of that for right now. Big City Classic and Tour Finale. Okay, so we've got that. Let's make a new one here. We've got event trophy names. That's fine. Static final event poster names. Checkmate challenge. Southern Heat. Victor's Invitational. Shoot, what was next? Take me back. Victor's Invitational, Pacific Shootout, European Masters. And I'm just making this variable so that in the actual schedule, I can just run a for loop and reference this variable. And then if I want to use the posters in another part of the app for whatever reason, I've already got this made. Iowa Showdown, World Championships. And these are all at least somewhat subject to change at a future date. But for launch, this is what all the events are going to be. If people are ever actually interested in being sponsors of the app, then this could be a way to make that happen. Forest Kickoff. What else did we have? Big City Classic and Tour Finale. Big City Classic, Tour Finale. Okay. Event poster names. Good to go. Let's go ahead and format these. Just like we've done with the rest of the variables here, and we'll minimize them. All right, so event poster names. We'll save that, and then we'll go back to the schedule. And so I'm currently running this for loop here, gesture detector child. And this child now, so I was displaying all of this information. Tournament name, tier up in the top left, presented by in the state. The posters now include all of that. So I just need to replace all of this with the image. So we're going to delete this. And where do I, trophy room is probably a good place to go. Let's go up here, let's go final poster sizes with, let's go 0.6, and we'll just see how that looks. Const poster width. We're just going to get rid of this. Only static. How is this not static? I don't like. I'll make it final. That's fine. I don't quite understand what the deal was there, but that's okay. Strange. Okay. And then this child. So I was opening up the trophy room. Or was starting to. Then we got distracted. Here I just need to pull the image. This is probably what we want. Oh, and one thing I do need to do, this works. We do need to go actually import these files into our app. So this is assets, tour life posters, tour life posters, and I believe we put this little backslash on it just to confirm that it's a folder, and we need to include everything within that folder. So it's going to go through and do that right now. Return trophy image. So here we just need tour life presets, event poster names, this is event .png. I think they're all .pngs. Yes. And that should be it. Poster width. Is this just being slow again? I think that's what I called it. Event poster names. Yep, 100% is. So it just needs to get over itself for a second. There we go. All right. Kick that back. Man, it's being slow. There we go. All right. Give me a save. And here, I think a restart will do the trick. I just added those files. I do force. That's interesting. We can try this. We'll see how this comes out first. Tour live, schedule. So it does say it's unable to load them. I might need to stop it and restart. The refresh may just not be working. Challenge.png challenge.png. I think I spelled it right. Okay, let's do this. And let's try to run it again. We already had this issue on the previous stream. It's not an issue with the images, it's just with the application actually loading them in. Which is on the software and the simulator. It's not on any of the code or files themselves. But hopefully this works. We have our posters. I may hop off at that point. I may not. We'll see. Throw this up. Nope, not missing anything. All right. Is there anything else I would want to do on this stream? It seems like the schedule is updating appropriately. I'll go through my to-do list here. Got a hefty to-do list. I'm hoping to submit the app for review for launch within the next 3 days. We're gonna have some work to do. Cancel. Exception, unable to load asset. How did I fix this last time? Did I have to just restart the whole app? I really don't want to do that. There's really no need for me to need to do that. This should just work. I'm pretty sure it just worked last time. I may have had to just restart the whole app. I think I did. Which is annoying. Because that's not how it works on a real device. It seems to just be an issue with the simulator. Device. Maybe if I restart the device, that'll fix it. I just want the pictures to load and we're done. I'll have to wait for it to restart though. Still got the app downloaded. This probably isn't going to fix it. Okay, run a debug. I don't have high hopes. And the issue is if I do have to restart the app, which I can do, I'll do it on the stream just so we can show the posters. But I'll have to go through and run through the tutorial, play a Q series to unlock Tour Life, and then we can view the schedule. Hopefully we don't need to do that, but we might. There's only 478 problems. Most of it is changes that I will make, but don't affect the app at all. Just Flutter's preference. Launching. It was always a little bit slower to run it on Apple, just on the simulator. Come. Just sit here in silence. Still targeting release on October 1st for iOS. Android will not be. Not met Google's testing requirements yet of 20 opted-in testers. Fortunately, that's going to keep pushing back until we hit it, which is a bummer, but iOS will be rolling at least. Still click it at least. All right. We're going to go through the long, annoying process of doing this. That's not what I wanted to do. Dang. Is there a way in the settings I can quickly delete the app? Something I should know here. General. Is there no way to, like, where does an app go if it's removed from your home screen? Another question. Where does app go if removed from home screen? Oh, we can search. Can I search? Doesn't seem like I can. I did think that iPhones had a search here, but that's clearly not working. Why is there no search? That's buggy as heck. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, delete the app. And then we come here and do a reinstall. We'll go through the tutorial real quick, and we'll make sure that the schedule is updating with our new pictures. And then we will be done. Should go somewhat fast. Once the app pops up, hopefully anyone watching this after the fact is just skipping to the end where you actually see the posters, because I do think they look pretty cool. There we go. Looks like everything's working as intended so far. Go to courses. Label 1 easy. 6 holes. Next. Review. Add to list. Go to pro. I'll apologize. This is going to be a little tedious. I do need to do it for my testing today anyways, so we're just going to keep the stream rolling as I play through 4 different events. They are all only going to be 1 round, 6 holes, so that should go pretty quick. We're going to go to the shop, and we have to buy up to A tiers for the MA4 division, because if you don't have A tiers unlocked for a division, you can't unlock Tour Life for it. But you do get A tiers pretty quick. A tier for MA4. We'll go to profile. Gonna go through this just so it'll tell me when I've unlocked everything, just so I don't accidentally miss it. Tutorials, Road to Pro, and then we need to do, I think, 2 more events to get a Q tier. Just gonna ace every hole for speed. That's 2. I think we should only need 1 more. Finish round. Perfect. Q tier's unlocked. And now we just play through a Q tier. Scroll down, tee off. And then once we've done playing in this, we should be able to set up Tour Life and go see the schedule. And then hopefully that works and we're done. Play same course. Continue our acing ways. 4, 5, 6. And last round. This is a little annoying, but that's okay. All right, won by a hefty margin. Now we've got Tour Life. Go to Tour Life, do a quick season setup here, automatic, start the season, standings, schedule. Really, still not working. Asset not found. Did I spell it right? Should I have checked that first? Assets, page backgrounds, works, trophy room works, but Tour Life posters is not working. And I don't know why. How was I? Am I calling it the wrong way? That's going to be... Hopefully someone skipped ahead to this if anyone's watching at all. And let's return the trophy image name. I bet I need assets in it. Solution is that I am an idiot. That was the issue. Gosh. Can't load the asset because it doesn't exist at the location. I don't think I needed to restart the whole app, so that's annoying. But we have our posters. Tap. Look at that. It looks so good. So Checkmate Challenge, same events, just posters now. Southern Heat, Victor's Invitational, Pacific Shootout. Colors aren't the most contrasting, a little hard to read, but that's okay. European Masters, Arena Battle, looks a little goofy. High West Showdown, World Championships, Battle of the Plains, US Open. I like that one. Forest Kickoff, Big City, Tour Finale. I think they look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We can make them bigger, which I am going to try to do real quick. We will expand them a little bit. Where was schedule expanded list view for each line? Sized box. Let's do a... Oh, no, I do have the spacer right there. Just give me a little more space in between. And then let's go make them a little bit bigger. Go 0.7. This is what it looks like currently. It didn't get bigger. It's because I didn't change the size of the sized box they're in. to set this. Kind of like that even better. And that looks good. Fan of that. All right. That's big enough. We're going to call it. Whoa. Scroll got a little excited there. We got sidetracked for the first 20 minutes, but we've got our posters in. So that looks pretty cool. We're going to call it there for the stream. We'll be working on some more tour life and match play features, coding, etc. The rest of this week, getting ready for launch. There's still going to be updates coming out after launch. I've still got a whole list of stuff that I want to do that's not necessarily crucial to day one, but that will be added very soon. But right now I was just trying to make sure that I'm ready to actually launch Throw With The Pros, submit it for review, in case Apple and Google take a little while, to at least make sure that for iOS we're ready to hit that release button on October 1st. That's the goal. Done with big disc golf tournaments, so we should have a little more time. I think that's all I got. If anybody has suggestions for new event names, let me know. I came up with all these in about 10 minutes and haven't even tried to change them since. But open to suggestions. I have all the files, so all of these are very easily and quickly editable. But, yeah. Okay, that'll wrap it up for the stream. Thanks anybody who finds this after the fact. Hopefully if you do, Throw With The Pros is out and you're enjoying using it. But yeah, we'll see.